What it do, you guys? Welcome to the 17th week of Twinsie Talk Thursday. Sorry. I'm on my way home. Let me show you where we're at. I can't switch. Yeah, I can. Sorry. Here's where I'm at right now. Well, San Mateo Hayward Bridge. On my way home. I'll be home in about like 5 minutes. I don't know. But you're just not here for me. You're here for. I'm gonna introduce you guys. I mean, you guys should know Orlando, Mike, and Stephanie. Let me know if you guys are ready. What's up? So I can back you on the stream. What it do, Juan? Am I lagging? I think I'm lagging. Very glitchy. Am I back? I don't know if I'm back. Welcome, Orlando. Welcome, Orlando, Mike, and Stephanie.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi guys. Sorry, I don't know if I'm glitchy to you guys. I'm on,
Yeah, you're lagging a little bit.
I'm on a bridge, like in Opie. I'm not glitchy. Let me make something.
Apparently his mom's gonna translate.
Okay.
Sorry. What's that? Yeah, technical difficulties. We'll get it through. To land, so. Is there a lot of free water? Am I back? No. 48. They're messing around.
I don't know what we're
I
doing.
hope we're a little entertaining.
Nah, they don't even know what we're doing. Hey.
Yeah. They come back in. Walter leaves the lag is it's not LBC lag. I'm not, yeah. I mean, it's fine though. Carlos needs to get on the dating screen.
Well, now you decide to put your ears on.
I want to do something cool.
Alright, whatever.
I think I'm back. I should be back, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm back.
Sorry, I'm
Hi,
really cute.
Hi.
My ears. Am I back? I'm good? Alright. Let me see, lag times 101.
No, heck no. Nothing's LBC on iPhone 11 lag.
No, it's not Rachel. He's on his way home, or he's setting up right now. Yeah, he's home. He's eating dinner.
No, he's probably sitting up the street.
No, I was saying he's
On the laundry stuff.
all right. Carlos is on lunch from work, setting up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, setting up, not eating.
I thought he was eating.
No.
No, it's not Carlos. Sorry to bum you out. Yeah. And
Hi, Rachel.
Well, see, I agree with Carlos
tell
on
my
that.
dad.
Aww.
This isn't working.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on California 92 East. Follow signs for California
Oh,
92
gotta love those
downtown.
Google Maps directions.
There he is.
Hey, you
There
act
he
good, okay? Don't even. You act so big like you got some Apple phone.
There he is. Loading in.
Hey, there's the other half.
He's setting up.
It's the other twin.
God, I ran straight down the street home, and I started freaking out.
Well, okay, Forrest.
How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm only going to be here for an hour because I'm working from 3 to midnight today. Actually, for a
Oh,
whole
boy.
week. So it's good to see you guys. Hello, everybody in chat. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Oh,
Yep, I saw Becky's here. Rachel's here. Your mom's here.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi!
There's.
Hello.
Nice to officially meet you guys.
So on the
Nice
left
to
is
meet you too.
Obviously, that's not Stephanie.
his girlfriend Stephanie.
Carlos goes on the left of Orlando Mike, and I'm like, well, yeah.
Hi, Josh.
I'm going to cover in for a
Oh,
little
Josh
bit.
is here.
Oh gosh.
What it do, Josh? What it do? How are you?
What do you
hot
do?
I like that. That's so cute.
today.
How's the weather over there?
Hot.
Hot.
It's hot and rainy.
Very
It's humid,
hot.
right?
And it rains for about an hour and a half every day. So
Every day? That sucks.
every day.
And it always seems to be when I'm getting out of work. So
Still very hot though.
Yesterday, my brother and I were in San Francisco. We were on top of a roof working with our dad, and I got sunburn on my neck and on my arms, and I'm outside all day today, bringing in carts, and it burns.
Oh
It
geez.
just burns a lot. Oh, there's Jose. Jose, what'd you do?
Oh, trust me, dude. I feel that pain. So, like, anytime I go to the parks and I don't wear sunscreen, dude, I turn red like a tomato.
You'd think he was Irish.
Remember my question in the group chat, Mike? Who's a Pepsi or Coke guy?
We might have to argue that.
At Disneyland, I'm Coke guy because it's the only thing they have, but outside, I'm Pepsi guy.
I lived in New Bern for a while. New Bern, North Carolina is the birthplace of Pepsi Cola. They actually have like a little museum and a soda fountain. You can go in and get a Pepsi for like 25 cents. Like a large cup of Pepsi for 25 cents.
Don't tell Carlos that. He'll go there and he'll spend $100 on Pepsi.
Well, I mean, it's worth it to at least go and check it out. I mean, it's really cool. Plus, downtown New Bern's really historic and stuff. So
That's cool.
Yeah, for me, it just depends on the options. Like, I don't. Oh yeah, so Juan's talking about back when my channel name was Mike's Magical Adventures,
That's funny.
and I went to Andrew Jackson's mansion up in Tennessee.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Mm,
Jose,
actually-
you want to say
Actually,
thank you?
I found it today while we were packing because we're moving soon.
I think the more well-known you get, you should take more trips like that. Like, you know, the entirety of Route 66 would be cool.
I would have to get a lot of PayPal donations and sell a lot of merch to do that.
I definitely want to do that one day.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, I work full time, and that's how I support myself. So I can't just like take off 2 weeks
Right.
to go drive the entirety of Route 66.
I mean, it would be fun, especially in like a Volkswagen Beetle. No, not a Beetle, a bus. Volkswagen bus. Just
That would
bus.
definitely be fun.
Why not?
It'd
If you could
be
do
an
it.
adventure. So what's new with you guys? How's the Walt Disney World treating everybody? And yeah,
It is so hard to get into Walt Disney World right now.
is
It
it?
is.
Park pass system.
It is very hard to get in because of the park pass system that's going on. However, it does keep lines shorter. It does discourage people who do not want to follow the rules. Like, I mean, I see people wearing all kinds of masks. I saw a guy wearing a Trump mask, but hey, at least he was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Whatever your political affiliation is, at least he was wearing a mask. So it definitely discourages people if they're not into the mask wearing and 6 foot social distancing. So yeah, it's difficult to get in, but if you're willing to follow the rules, then you know, obviously you'd be willing to fight for it, which ain't half bad.
That's good.
Yeah,
So
we
are
do
there-
have some days at Disney coming up. We have Hollywood Studios on the 20th. We have Epcot on the 28th, and then we have Magic Kingdom on my birthday, September 4th.
Oh, nice.
I do want to say Stephanie works at Universal Studios.
Do you really?
I do.
How cool is that?
I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm currently furloughed, so I'm
Yeah.
not working there right now. But I do love my job. So I'm always torn. You know, everybody says, what's the best park, Universal versus Disney? And I mean, they both have their good points. I don't ride a lot of rides at Universal, but there are certain things I can do at Universal that I can't do at Disney. For one, I can dress up in my Harry Potter robes. And if I were to dress up as a princess in Disney, I'd get kicked out. So
no, you wouldn't even get to the front gate. They would send you right back to your car.
they would send me right
You
back.
wouldn't make it through the temperature tent.
No,
You know what? Yeah, you're probably right.
I wouldn't even make it to the temp tent.
Oh,
How long have you been working there?
I started working there around September of last year, so I'm coming up to my 1 year.
All
I
right.
started out as a balloon handler for the Christmas parade.
Nice.
And from there, they offered me a position as an event guide. So pretty much what I do is if there is an event going on, like a corporate event, or, you know, if there's like certain big things going on in the park at the time, they usually have the event guides there to sort of like guest service and
Media
keep
previews,
things.
media previews for events, Halloween Horror Nights, and the like.
Yeah.
You actually got to meet the Tim Tracker and Big Fat Panda.
I did.
Two working events.
I did, and that was so much fun. Meeting Tim Tracker, I had to be so professional, and inside I was like, "Oh my God, it's Tim Tracker! It's Tim Tracker!"
There's the other half.
Go watch your
Hello.
oh my God, that's small.
That's what she said.
So we got new stickers today
What it do?
for
Coming live.
Patreon.
Not in Britain.
Stickers.
Turn the brightness on.
I know we're not Patreons, but you're gonna have to send us some of those.
We're gonna have to get some.
So
Join the
these
mission.
are, whoa, that looks cool.
That is so cool.
Oh,
It's gold What It Do Twinsies logo, but it looks weird on the camera.
Yeah, it's showing up rainbow, but I think that's because of your.
It's holographic.
It's holographic.
Hi, Julia.
So cool.
So, and these are the Patreon stickers, but okay. It's not a spelling error, but it was Jose's idea.
Nobody liked it but him.
So yeah, it says patron, but my dad wants it to say Patreon instead.
Look.
Well, we're gonna
That's
have,
pretty neat, though.
so we're gonna have to join their Patreon page to get one of those stickers.
We did get 5 extra of these. He ordered 20.
We'll take them. We'll take them.
Maybe don't have anyone else.
One for the whole family because we're a family of 6. So I don't know. Well, we might end up getting more anyways. So if we do get extras, then we'll send them over to you guys if you don't join the Patreon.
Sorry, we're sending up to.
Yeah, because.
That is so cool.
Oh wait.
My dad loves Donald, so my mom got it for him today.
My mom loves Donald. That's her all-time favorite character.
Your mom and their dad would get along great.
Donald is my mom's all-time favorite character.
Julia, to answer your question, you have to join Patreon.
I had
but it's not up yet. There was an issue between credit card information, I guess. So
it's not credit card information.
Social Security and name.
It's who's going to pay the taxes on it. And I didn't know that. And I put my information in, and I'm not going to pay the taxes on it. So I need to figure out how to switch it over to Jose.
Look what
So that
Julia
he can pay the taxes.
Julia said patron.
Patron.
That's
A drink.
That's the tequila.
If you want to become super fans of What It Do Twinsies, join their Patron page.
And have a shot with you.
You guys suck.
Well, you would have to have a shot with their parents because the twins aren't old enough to drink yet.
Yeah.
They're
Even
not
though
gonna
you look like it,
drink
I can't.
That's so cute.
Nope. You guys are 17, 18?
18.
That is so cute. Sorry. I'm 28.
What? What is
She
it?
said that-
So to everyone who's younger than her,
It's just cute.
What the heck? Why did you? I thought you wanted it.
Hold on.
child.
Okay, I'm sending.
We're
this up.
gonna get off real quick on mic wise. Oh,
not Mike.
Giselle. I was like, wait.
Okay, these
Hello.
actually look cool.
We're gonna switch mics. We're gonna switch over to condenser mic. We're on a lavalier mic because I was freaking out. So take over for a second.
Oh wait. Fine. Here's an interview question. I just had it.
Oh my god.
What gave you the inspiration for the name Orlando Mike? There.
okay, well, as Juan earlier mentioned, my original channel name was Mike's Magical Adventures. That's because I felt I was going to have my channel be Disney only or Disney focused, but then I thought, well, what happens when my channel grows and I want to grow outside of Disney? Like what happens when I want to go to Universal, Legoland, SeaWorld, all the other major attractions around here. So
Route
then
66. I'm just kidding.
well, that's further down the road. But then I decided on the name Orlando Mike because that encompasses all of the theme parks and tourist attractions around here.
And a lot
So
of
it
the
doesn't
things,
just limit me to Disney.
and a lot of the things that people tend to, not think about when they come to Orlando. Like we have a wax museum, and someday when it's opened up, we might go to the wax museum and do some live streaming from there. And there's a whole lot of cool things to do in Orlando aside from just the theme parks. We have the Orlando Eye, giant Ferris wheel, which is a lot of fun. So I've
Ripley's
heard.
Believe It or Not.
Ripley's Believe It or Not. Gatorland is pretty cool from everything that I've heard about it. I haven't been there yet.
And like eventually I want to find out how you can do that setup where you can connect your streaming platform to a GoPro and live stream that way. Because like I want to do the SeaWorld and Discovery Cove water ride heavy oriented places. So I want to be able to have a camera that I can take on me with those rides.
You can't do that unless you have 1,000 subscribers. Is it extra?
It's mine.
I'm getting close, man. I'm like what, 120 away? 100?
Yeah,
Something like that.
he's getting close.
Oh, thank you. Julia, you want chicken wire?
Hey, I think
so-
our mom might need some chicken wire for her goats.
She owns chickens.
Speaking of subscribers, I do, even though we are a lesser channel than you right now, I do want to say to anybody who hasn't seen or subscribed to Orlando Mike, go over to their channel and just hit subscribe and maybe watch all their videos.
Well, I don't know about that, man, because some of my streams are pretty long. I think my longest stream was like 11 and a half hours.
What were you doing?
I was live streaming at Magic Kingdom to celebrate, I think, when I hit 500 subs.
Wow.
Oh, for me? That's awesome.
That was a long day, man.
I'm
Let me
not.
tell you, my legs did not thank me for it.
Can you put it in the microwave? Sorry, I was about.
We got something new the other
as
day.
well.
You got the child.
It's the child.
With accessories.
Ooh.
I don't know if I should open it now because I'm still eating, or
I'll open it.
Open it later, dude.
Does he come with chicken nuggets?
No.
nuggies?
He
No.
comes with a frog.
Even better.
Oh,
That is so cute.
although, speaking of merch, and not to toot my own horn, but
Oh yeah.
if you want to get your Orlando Mike merch, go over to my Spreadshirt shop.
We're thinking of making merch later on, but I want to like start making it now while I have fresh designs to work with. Because I had to make this from scratch, but I got the inspiration from Disneyland's merch.
I gave you the idea.
Don't.
Oh yeah, with the multicolored lettering and
Yeah.
like that.
I had thought of the idea and I was like, I want to make that. And he's like, oh, you should make the Disneyland shirt. I'm like, dude, I already said that. So he, and I didn't know it was this small. It's super small in person. Be quiet.
Julia, I think it's fine.
What?
I'm gonna have
Our
to-
friend Julia lives.
I'm gonna have to message my Spreadshirt link to Juan so that way he can post it.
Yeah.
I'm not a moderator, so I can't.
How much is the merch?
It ranges in price. The t-shirt that I got him because I was the first customer once the thing came up. The t-shirt that I got him was like less than $20. And the one that I got for me was around, I want to say maybe 25. Since when did you set it up? Like last week?
I think so, something like that.
So last week when he set it up, they said that there would be I want to say it was like a 15% off your total discount for the first 2 weeks of the page being up. So that discount should still be active. If anyone is looking for merch, he's got masks, he's got coffee mugs, he's got drawstring bags,
Water bottles.
we kind of went all out with it. We were like, what do people need in the parks?
Mike, could you like walk me through the process of making merch on Spreadshirt? Because I was kind of looking at like websites to use to like design merch. Was it easy or like, kind of difficult?
Oh yeah, it was fairly easy. Once we get off stream, I'll video chat you on Instagram and I can help walk you through it.
All right. Yeah, because I kind of like playing around with things and like looking at how it works myself, or if I don't, I'll ask someone because I was like, how do I even like, what do I do? Because I don't want to have to like go into like a loophole and find something that I can't or that I wasn't looking for. So yeah, we can do that after stream if you'd like. Also, what was I gonna ask? I had so many questions in my mind before I got on stream and then I lost them.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time, man. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, what do you consider yourself, a YouTuber, a vlogger, or more Instagram based, or? Yeah.
I'm definitely more YouTube based.
Like
definitely.
a
Vlogger, live streamer,
YouTuber. Live streamer.
Yeah.
I do have an editing software on my computer, but I blew through the free trial, and it's a little bit out of my budget right now to upgrade it to the full version.
Uh-huh.
But I'm hoping once I can afford it, I can get back to vlogging a little more, and maybe that'll be a bit easier for people to watch, like a 20-minute video compared to a 6-hour stream.
Plus, it's a little bit easier to be a streamer. I've noticed, because since I've met him, I've met so many streamers and vloggers, and I've noticed it's a bit easier to be a streamer because if someone has a question, they can ask it right away and you can answer it right away.
Yep.
Unless you're on Streamlabs and having issues. But it's just, to me, it looks easier to be a streamer versus a vlogger. Because a vlogger, you can be like, if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. We'll get to them next vlog. And then you may forget to answer somebody's comments and someone could get mad. And it just, it seems to me like that plus the editing, it seems like there's a lot more that goes into it. So if you want something a bit easier, if you want something a bit quicker, something where you can interact with your fans a little bit more.
Thank you for that, Becky.
Streaming is definitely the way to go. And that is, yep. He does well.
The best time to stream is when you're past 1,000, because that's when people want to start donating you. That's when it starts coming in better than without.
Yeah, that's when I can enable monetization and super chats.
Yeah.
Although I'm probably only going to activate super chats when I reach that point, because when you activate monetization, since I live stream, my streams pick up any and all sounds that I come across when I'm in the parks, music and the like.
That's the thing that's
good. My stream picks up that music.
He's gonna get flagged for copyright.
Yeah, it's gonna get a copyright claim on it, and
you won't make any money. Basically,
part of or all of the money that I would have made on that stream from YouTube, at least, is gonna go to the copyright claimant.
Yeah.
But like that's why I have PayPal set up. That's why I'm starting to sell merch
to get some income at least. Speaking of video editors, so we edit on our phones and it's pretty easy. We use a KineMaster and it's pretty easy. And to get the premium version, it's only $21 a year. I don't know.
Okay.
So I don't know if that would help you out better. What we do to edit, to save up space on our phone and download the video, we get the SD card from our GoPro, put it into our phone, because there won't be any space wasted from our phone to edit. She didn't know how to open it? Yeah, I don't know. She opened it like that. But yeah, it's been hard for me at least to edit, but I had 2 days off yesterday and the day before I had off, so I was editing, but I wasn't able to get the video out that I wanted to. But I should be able to get a video out in like at least 1 or 2 days, because I start from 3 to 12, so it gives me enough time to edit.
Well, yeah, but like with me, I usually only have like 1 day off. It's like I'll work a couple of days, I have 1 day off, and then I work a couple more days. So I only have 1 day off. So like I would have to go to the parks, get footage, come home, edit, upload all in 1 day.
Yeah.
And then there would really be no free time to myself, versus like, let's say I get up at 10 a.m. That still gives me time to set up a stream, go to the parks, stream for like 3, 4, 5 hours, what have you, end the stream, and then just come home and relax.
Yeah. And the harder thing is with like live stream is if you want like a larger audience, that it'd be hard for them to like watch the whole stream. But I mean, I get where you're coming from. It's like easy to just live stream instead of getting all that content out.
But also that live interaction is what I love too. I love that live interaction.
Yeah, because you can't go through each comment in a video and answer it. I mean, you can't go through like multiple comment sections and answer it through a chat or a reply or whatever, because it's going to be harder than like you said, live chat. And it's better for you because you actually can go out to places when you want. For us, it would be hard to just live stream whatever, because we don't know when we're going to go somewhere next. So that's why we record things to get the video out. And we only have a weekly stream. Like every Thursday we do this stream. And I think what I'm thinking by myself, we should call at least what we're doing Twinsy Talk Tonight for people that we interview. So like you or whoever wants to go on stream with us.
Mm-hmm.
like a talk show.
Yeah. Yeah, like I do want to bring up these couple of points that Becky said. She said, first, she said, I enjoy streaming. However, it consumes monitoring the stream and you don't really take in the magic because you're so focused on making sure that you reply to everyone's live chats. You're more focused on looking at your phone or your comments.
Uh-huh.
But then that's why you have someone there. That's why it's easy when you have someone there with you who can sort of keep an eye on things.
Yeah.
And like that's why I like going to the parks with her, because it's like if I wanted to, I could just have the live chat turned off on my screen and just have the camera see what I'm looking at, so I can just make sure I get the screen right, and then she can just read off comments to me.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to go on a ride, like taking in the magic, if you wanted to go on the ride and wanted to see if he could stream on the ride, which on most Disney rides you can, but he had to turn like the comments or something off. I'd have it going and
or like when we're in Universal, they don't allow recording devices on many, if not all, of their rides. So if there's a roller coaster that I want to go on that she doesn't like, I can leave the stream with her. I can go enjoy the coaster, and then she can control the stream for a little bit.
I can walk people around the shops, and I can, because I'm a bad person. I'm a smoker. Don't smoke. I can sit in smoking areas and give people some trivia that they may or may not know. And I can walk people around some shops that they think would be cool and show them stuff that they wouldn't normally get to see from other videos. So.
But also, like Becky brings up the point, you get more view time when you stream. Because like I notice when I put out vlogs or videos that I only get like 26 views, but when I do live streams, I get like a few hundred or even over 1,000 views just off that one stream.
Yeah, because if you do it along the whole, if you do it like a whole day, pretty much like a whole 12 hours or something, then throughout the day, people will go on YouTube and check out if you're streaming or not. That's what I did when you were at Universal Studios or Disney World. I would wake up, go on my phone, and see that you're streaming, and I would hop on and say hi.
I think it was my live stream when I was at the annual pass holder preview party, or one of them at Magic Kingdom.
It was when you were doing all the Splash Mountain merch. You got so many views that day.
Yeah, I think that stream alone got over like 1,000 subs, or not 1,000 subs, 1,000 views.
Yeah, that's fine.
1,000 subs. But the other thing is having a good thumbnail or title for it. If you have a good thumbnail and title, that'll get people to click on it. Yeah. Click through.
That's why I love Canva. Canva is the mobile app that I use to make my thumbnails. I use the free version, but even with the free version, I get everything that I need. It's like I can put my own pictures on it. I can put text on it. I can use free backgrounds. And even the free backgrounds are very good.
Yeah.
So I could upgrade to the pro version, but it's like I just don't feel the need because it's that good just by itself.
I like making thumbnails myself. I actually find this easier. You can use Google Slides. I use Google Slides sometimes, or I use something called Gravit Designer, which is like kind of a knockoff version of Adobe Illustrator. I have more experience with that because of school, graphic design. So I'm kind of used to using that to make thumbnails for anything like live streams. But for this live stream, for the thumbnail I used, I just use Google Slides because it's easy. You can just apply pictures and crop it sometimes. But with if you want some more stuff, you can use like Photoshop or something called Photopea for like Chrome. But yeah, I mean it's not you have a pretty good system. You can work with it. We all have our own system, so yeah, everybody has their own thing. Yeah, I mean Google Slides is pretty easy. You can apply text and use multiple fonts. It's play around with it. Whatever you find easy for you, you can do that way. So everybody smash the brown hand, please.
Brown.
That's what Kittle TV says.
I'm like brown. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, never mind.
Yes. I'm starting ice cream time a little early because I can't be here until 8:30. Sadly.
Yeah, man. Go to town.
Speaking of work,
Go to town.
I got my new schedule today. It sucks already. So today, tomorrow, and Saturday, I work from 3 to midnight, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I work from 3 to midnight as well. So a whole week, pretty much, of working 3 to midnight. But I do get next Thursday off, so I could stream for a whole day, pretty much a whole night. I mean, and we might be having another.
You gotta make sure you tune into my Hollywood studio stream, though.
Is that on Thursday?
Yep, on the 20th.
I will be checking that out. Becky,
And I will be there with him this time.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Becky, I have to. So, the community college that we have right there near our house, I don't think they have spaces available for fall classes. So I might have to like look into spring classes. So yeah, flimsy spoons suck. Just saying that right now. Flimsy spoons. I thought you said twinsy spoons. Oh, I made ice cream time stickers.
Yo, if they start getting twinsy spoons, I swear to God, I'm gonna be
I
the
want
first one to get one.
I want one.
Twinsy spoons.
Like it's a fork.
Okay, Julia.
I would really buy what to do twinsy spork.
Our friend Julia was saying, "Oh my God, a spork!" So it's like twinsies, like a spoon and fork. No,
Yeah,
that'd be
I would
fraternal.
totally get it.
No, that'd be conjoined.
Yeah, if you guys ever do, if and when you guys drop merch, shirts, hats, what have you, I want to be one of the first ones to get my hands on some of that.
I'm honestly thinking of making some soon because I have designs made. I have to make more though. Because Juan helps me out. He's a graphic designer. He helps me out a lot with designs. He doesn't make them. He just like gives me ideas and like inspiration. Yeah, he kind of coaches me. So I'm like, I have to like make it myself, and I learn more. What happened? The GoPro died or something.
Wait, why is it on battery? It shouldn't be on battery. It's supposed to be plugged in.
I didn't plug it in.
You say we're in color now.
You can hear us now?
We're in
Or
Technicolor.
We're in Technicolor. Why are there so
You
many?
are really an amateur.
Okay, I was freaking out. I was
my
trying to get
God.
on.
They've gone plaid.
They've gone plaid.
Wait, can you hear us?
Maybe it's because you guys haven't tried vegan ice cream yet.
Did Julia say
I'm
that?
just saying.
Oh, Stephanie said that. No?
Julia said it.
Oh, okay.
I have
So-
to agree with our vegan ice cream friend. Maybe you should try some vegan ice cream.
Okay, so what you have to do, Carlos, you have to take out the battery, or else it's going to overheat.
I love that we can just hear them talking.
Hey, I mean, vegan food isn't all that bad. They've got cool things like the Impossible Burger, which
I wanna try
tastes
that.
like a legit burger.
Hey, Impossible Foods is right across from where we live, across the bay. It's
We'll
located.
see. Maybe they have some Impossible ice cream.
Mm.
Or frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt's not bad if you like yogurt.
Julia,
Oh, yeah.
tell you what.
If we go to,
If you bring us some vegan ice cream, we will give you a
chicken
good
wire.
supply of avocados
Oh, I thought you were going to say chicken wire.
and the wire
She wants the chicken wire.
and the wire.
Okay.
Well, I'm not a fan of avocado, and her mom is the one with the goat, so I'll probably let her keep all that.
We'll find, we live in Florida. We'll find someone to give avocados to. Trust me. As long as they don't have to buy them at Publix.
But yeah, it's like, Jose, you were talking about wanting to start merch. Spreadshirt was very easy. It's like, so I had my logo, which a young lady named Caitlin made for me. And Caitlin, if you ever watch this back, thank you so much for my logo. It's great. And I know you're making one for Stephanie soon too. But Stephanie put the Orlando mic in the
You can stand closer to the camera with it. You know that, right?
So it's like, so Caitlin made my logo, and then Stephanie edited on the Orlando mic in the Waltograph font,
Yeah.
I call it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
autographed.
Yeah, Waltograph. and then I just go onto Spreadshirt, add this to the designs that I want to put on a shirt, and then I basically just choose the products that I want to sell, and then it'll put these on here.
And I mean, there's coffee mugs and like we said, face masks if you want to get, your own special face mask.
Mm.
Do you have to pay something for it?
Yeah, men's, women's, kids.
Drawstring bags. There is a tie-dye shirt up there that he really likes. So yeah, if you like tie-dye.
I know somebody who likes tie-dye. Marianne. Mm-hmm. Turn it back on. You don't like jazz? No, switch it. He doesn't like his Chromebook webcam because it focuses on me. I don't want the spotlight yet.
Dude, I feel you on that. Like, I need to get a better resolution camera for my computer because I'm just using the stock camera right now. As you can see, my motions are just so blurry and weird.
You
Like,
mentioned
even when I wave,
motioning together.
like even when I wave, you can't even see my hand all the way because it just motion blurs.
Why is it not working?
Like, I need to get a better quality camera so that way my motions are more fluid and you can see me clearer.
If we do slow-mo, it looks great though.
Yeah, like when I move slowly, you can see me just fine. But when I move fast, that's when the blur comes in.
Stop it! You're making people sick.
Hot.
I look like the Flash when I do that.
Only
Mike,
so.
do you have to pay something for the merch?
I don't have to pay anything, but when you do make a sale on Spreadshirt, they do take a cut.
Yeah, that's how they make their money. All right, turn it back on.
But even still, if you sell enough merch, you can still make a decent amount of money.
Yeah. And I mean, when he reaches 1,000 subs, we're hoping that the merch sales will go up.
Because my channel will go higher up in the algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of all the cool things he does, we're hoping that we get a lot more subs after 1,000.
And then, like, once I get super chats enabled, I mean, more people have a card tied to their YouTube account. Not many people have a PayPal. So hopefully I can get donations that way. The issue is that YouTube takes a cut of that, and then it takes them like 2 to 3 weeks for them to even get you the money.
Yeah.
PayPal is the more preferred version for donations because then I get to keep everything and it's like instantaneous.
And especially because you have a PayPal card.
So then I don't have to go to my bank immediately and then have them take a cut. I just have everything right there immediately.
So
welcome back.
Thank you. So Arnie, what it do? So what it do? If we do make merch, I want to make a design based off of our logo, but I don't want to keep it like simple. I want to like add some stuff to it, make it look interesting and all that stuff. I can work that out later on. And then I want to use this design without the Patreon on it, or the patron without tequila.
Yeah, see, I wanted to get that Walt Disney World shirt with that kind of retro multi-layer color shirt.
I was like, hey, if I can't have that, I'll make my own.
That's what it is.
And that's a good way to boost your Patreon because then people get like members only.
Yeah.
Stuff. And I think I had a Patreon. I had a Patreon at one point, but
I had a Patreon sort of. I was trying to get it so that I'm a huge fan of people like Spokesman and Justin Scard, and I had already bought Justin Scard merch, but like I wanted to sort of give to Spokesman, so I tried to set up a Patreon and it didn't go that well. So I was just like, forget it.
Yeah, like I did have a Patreon at one point, but I felt I wasn't like big enough on YouTube yet.
I'm gonna go through
to have people want to support me at that level. Like maybe now that I'm selling merch, I can throw in pieces of merch with their subscription.
Yeah. I'm gonna go through chat real quick.
Live streams, things like that.
Yeah. We're going to the 20, or we're going the 21st, but gonna try to go the 22nd too. We need ice cream time, and drinking time.
Hey,
uh,
Parks Ballot, I will cheers to that.
what does Becky say? I'm making merch for my shop. Oh, that's actually cool. Did you spell
Becky actually makes really cool merch.
Patreon correct? Fernie, I made it patron because it's like they're a patron, not a Patreon, because it's like, so you have to look at it.
Yeah,
Patreon
you know, your
members,
channel.
new Patreon
It's
members
a hidden
are
Mickey
patrons.
for drinks.
No, it's because
See. What?
Well, to answer Fernie's question, I'm drinking Seagram's Escapes.
oh, without the creations part, Becky, so it'd be Beloved One instead of Beloved One Creations.
But yeah, I think Becky does all the Midlife Vibes merch too. I
No,
think she's the main part of all that.
their daughter's a graphic designer, so she helps them make some designs for their stuff. She's helped make their buttons.
The logo and stuff like
When
that.
they were.
Oh yeah, you can actually. I forgot. You can sell buttons on Spreadshirt too.
Mhm.
They have 1-inch buttons or they have 2.2-inch buttons. They come in a 5-pack.
We're thinking about bulk buying some so we can just hand them out at the parks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that way, like, not only will I be wearing my shirt in the parks, but then I can just like hand out buttons.
Here, have a button.
That's what we want to do as well with stickers.
Yeah.
Like if because we have a couple extra of these, the ones that we gave you guys, like a little, like one or two or something like that extra.
But we want to get them regular,
Which,
like white
we
background.
love those stickers, by the way, and we were very happy that we were able
Yeah.
to take photos with them in Magic Kingdom in front of the castle.
We want to say
Yeah.
thank you again for
Yeah.
that. We did have these, but
Oh, what?
Those are so cool. I could put that on my phone.
We didn't
ran
get
out.
we didn't get those on a deal. We got these 50 for $20. So right now, Sticker Mule is running a deal. 50 regular stickers, die cut stickers, for $10. So we're trying to get as many designs out and stickers for those. Maybe for like future Patreon or giveaway, because we're not trying to give away as much because we're spending so much money on stickers, but we want to like get our Patreon out. We want to get our Patreon out soon. So we're gonna get.
And also, if anyone from Sticker Mule is watching this, sponsor these guys.
Yeah, I mean,
It'd be cool to get a first sponsor.
Us and Fernie, because Fernie's a big.
Yeah, you guys, and Kittle TV.
Yeah.
Yes, Becky, you guys.
You guys have a third wheel behind you.
Yeah, he's
he always jumps on.
He's
jumps
the
on
little
stream.
the little one of the family.
Aww, I want to know it. I'm the big one of my family, so.
Becky and Josh do hand out buttons when they meet like a subscriber or somebody that asks them if they're YouTubers. Because when we last met them in July, or
July.
In July, Josh gave me one because I didn't have one.
I think it was July.
The one he gave me the first time we actually met, it fell out because it was on my backpack.
Yeah, we were all over the place when we went to Disneyland. Sorry, buddy. Hi, bud.
That's cool.
Don't hug me. I'm dirty. My shirt's dirty. I'm all dirty from work. We went to San Francisco today to work at a private school or whatever, like a college. And we went to the basement with like all the underground stuff or whatever, and the floor. So it was like a very cramped area. There's like a long hallway, but then there's doors that go into like smaller rooms that are like probably the size like this big, and you have to like we have to get like mechanic rollers or whatever, you know, the things that mechanics roll on to go under their cars.
Mm-hmm.
They have like those spread out, and we had to like roll around in that tiny space, but the floor was all dusty with like rocks and stuff, or I mean the concrete and stuff.
Yes, we did. I feel you. Like since we're moving soon, we're kind of slowly but surely cleaning the apartment, slowly but steadily. And like Stephanie and I were literally deep cleaning my room today as we were packing up. So like there was a point where I was literally on my
Hands and knees cleaning
hands
up the
and knees
floor.
trying to clean some spots on the floor.
This is why you don't leave drinks in your room overnight. Just saying.
So it's like this apartment complex, they have an approach issue.
Sorry to say, bud, but we forgot to tell you the stream rule now. It's Fernie and our stream rule. If anybody yawns or gets frozen, you get put on the spot.
Well, we don't have that.
I mean, I'm not part of this. I didn't yawn, so I'm just gonna.
No,
Whoa, okay.
You're in this.
Stop it! You're gonna scare people. There's children watching. You have to be nice.
But yeah,
Yes.
so Fernie was the first one to start that because he does StreamYard Premium, so he's able to put overlays or something. And Juan made him an overlay where it says Elsa, you is frozen.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's where that comment came from. Okay.
Yeah, so,
I like it. That's cute.
yeah, see, I need to reach out to Juan so he can make me like graphics and stuff.
You gotta ask him his rates.
Look, so this is Sarah Prescott with the filter on.
With the overlay.
The overlay. Let me turn on the brightness so you can see that a little better.
Oh, that's cute.
But yeah, so there's also I don't know, did Juan send it to our group chat or
What?
the overlay for us?
Oh, whatever, Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle was kind of in a room, just saying.
Yeah, we're in my room. Although, peep the resistance flag.
Lower the brightness. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I'm covering up the figment that I have stuck on it.
Like this.
That's cute.
Oh yeah, and I know you guys can't see it, but
overlay.
Pin to the flag right there, that little white dot. That's my diss and that button.
Oh, okay.
I'm dissing that.
So I don't know if you saw it.
My backpack on my right sleeve has like an entire collection of buttons that I've gotten from YouTubers.
Aww.
I wish I knew
It
what
says Ice Cream Time sponsored by What It Do Twinsies, but we don't
actually sponsor it.
Soon we will. Soon.
So here's my design for the stickers that we're getting in a few days for Ice Cream Time.
Oh,
I like it.
yo, whenever they open that ice cream shop at Magic Kingdom, we're gonna have to get some of those and go to that ice cream shop and take photos with them.
Yeah.
It's
Or you know what? When they open up Schwab's.
Hang on real quick.
Oh,
so
you can
here's
go to Ghirardelli at Disney Springs.
That is so
was
cute.
there.
Yes, we could.
you can see a little. I put the sponsored by right there, so maybe Fernie can use it as well if we wanted to.
Oh, we have to get some of those too, so we can go take pictures with all of them.
These ones will
Michelle
be...
brings up a good point. Like, you couldn't have done it with a Mickey bar.
Yeah, I'm trying right.
No.
Or what?
Free, right? We're gonna be giving
I
these
don't
ones
know.
out.
I don't know. They might
Because
have to be.
since Sticker Mule did have a sale, $9 for 50 stickers.
We got those.
We
50.
got those, and we got, I think, these ones.
We're gonna get
These ones, and then this one, but it's not holographic at all. It's just gonna be white in the background. Because these ones were 100 subscriber stickers.
Okay.
Now we're getting just...
Yeah, I gotta work on that, but I have a lot to do after stream.
Bye, Becky. Thank you for joining.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye, Becky.
Bye, Becky.
Good rest
Say
of
hi
the
to
day.
Josh for us.
We love you.
Keep working on mask. You're doing great.
I love the Peanuts one, the comics. I saw it on her story. I have to go in 2 minutes.
Oh my gosh, man.
I gotta clock back in.
Your dad, Armando, is just roasting you guys. He says, hopefully it's not tiny like Jose's Patron sticker.
Oh, it's 3 inches, so it's gonna be small. So with the deals, they do have like little restrictions. They choose what size the the sticker it will be. So
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Be quiet.
wait.
no, I took that. No,
Hmm.
God damn it. You guys suck. I can't.
Oh,
The
is that a Twinsies family inside joke?
Yes,
I think
and
that's
more.
every person's
And
inside
Fernie and
joke.
Sarah. Oh, look, you're keeping him, huh? What? Yeah.
Oh, whatever,
Yeah,
Vernon.
That's why you guys are getting the better designs, because
that's-
yeah.
Let's answer Becky real quick before she leaves.
Can
So-
you order more than one style with the sticker meal deal? No.
It has to be
You
one
have
per-
to have it's only one per account, so we're having to sign into multiple accounts to get the deal. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Kind of breaking the system a little.
Yeah.
Your guys' mom just has no filter, does she?
Nope, not at all. We stop her every time she gets a little past the line.
Yeah, she just says whatever's on her mind.
And that's why we don't want her to have her own stream, because we're worried she'll just start saying whatever she wants.
We're gonna get we're gonna get a strike on her channel because of her.
And then we have those little fights as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead, put them on.
I don't know. It kind of looks better on Mike. I'm kidding.
They look better on me.
That is so cute. That is so
hold on.
cute.
You guys know I'm a big Haunted Mansion fan. Hold on, I have some Haunted Mansion ears over here too.
Jose can make a sticker or a shirt or something with Orlando Mike wearing those ears.
That would be so cute. I would use that everywhere. I'd stick that on my phone.
Oh, and what's cool is these ears actually glow in the dark. They have the singing busts
That's cool.
on them. Hold on.
I have to go. Sorry, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Have fun at work. Don't work too hard.
Be safe.
I clocked out at 59.
And then Stephanie and I both have a pair of the Haunted Mansion ears with the black bow and the wallpaper.
I
Hey,
have
Mike.
a pair of Little Mermaid ears that are just the standard.
Yo, they have the Haunted Mansion Game of Life.
Nice.
I've always wanted that game.
Hashtag jealous.
And I've always wanted that, I think it's the Disney Villains Clue
I want the
game.
Disney
I've
one.
always
Clue.
wanted that one.
I had the Disney Fab 5 Clue, which was really cool. Oh, that's nice.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm waving like everyone can see me.
Hashtag Twinsies mom takeover.
That's what I do when I take over his streams.
Hashtag Steffi takeover. Hashtag Orlando Steph takeover.
Orlando Steph.
I want to see if I can make a custom.
Orlando.
Yeah. So it was funny. So my buddy Christian over at Disjabber 71, I was on one of his streams, and I popped in the chat, and everyone was like, "Hey, it's Orlando Mike, it's Orlando Mike." But one person was just like, "Hey, it's Orlando." So I decided to be funny, and I was just like, "That's right, I'm Orlando now."
Orlando.
Now,
I'm the
anytime I go over to his live chats,
Nice.
anytime I go over to his live chats or I say hi to him, he always responds to me, "It's Orlando." And he does like jazz hands or something.
Orlando. And I am Orlando Steph. That is correct.
Look at Fernie. Look at Fernie though with the mic check, honey.
I know, right? I always look anytime he streams, I always tell him he needs a really good intro and a really good outro. So the intro I always thought was like, "Oh, hey, I'm Orlando Mike, and this is your mic check." You know, because when you do a mic check, it's when you're about to talk into the mic. And then at the end of the stream, I told him that he should do like, "Hey guys, this has been Orlando Mike. Thanks for watching. If you're new, please subscribe," all that jazz. And then at the end say, "And this has been your Orlando mic drop," you know, and then like the mic
And
drop.
then sign off.
That's cool.
And see, they think it's
But
cool.
then, see, I thought it would be funny if when I saw the machines, I'd be like, hello, is this thing on? Okay, this has been your mic check. And then I'd get the ball rolling. Uh-oh.
That would be better if you had like a vlog.
I spot a third wheel behind you guys.
Hello.
He wanted to say goodnight. He's off to work again.
All right.
Julia's
Later.
we gotta work a deal on that wire. Yeah,
I
my dad doesn't care. You can take it.
I need to make an under the table deal with Juan over there about making me graphics and stuff.
Yeah. That's what I was telling Jose.
Fernie-
He needs to work with Quando about that.
About what?
Because apparently Fernie wants to keep Juan all to himself.
Well, so Juan is helping me out. He's like trying to help me out, get to like he's like pushing me to apply to college so that way I can work in graphic design stuff. And I'm trying to
think about how that would improve your channel, like when you can make your own graphics and stuff.
Well, I need that, and I need to buy the equipment I need for like Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop and stuff like that.
Better save it.
I know I'm gonna have to.
And
What did you
yeah,
do,
like, if you were to get a job as a graphic designer, like that'd probably be a good steady source of income to help get
Graphic
better
design.
equipment.
Graphic design is actually a really good job to be in because a lot of companies need designs. A lot of up and coming new businesses need designs. So that's actually a really good like
Whether it's computer graphic designs, clothing graphic designs.
yeah, the college that I was gonna go to in Durham, North Carolina, one of their students that had already graduated was one of the students that designed the Starbucks mermaid logo. So
And think about how much money that logo makes.
yeah.
Yeah.
People see that logo and they're like, Starbucks. So I mean that's one of the like if you were to get into graphic design, you'd make a killing. And you would be well known, at least for your artwork. So
I actually won a competition. So it was during school for a water company. They made a competition for students, high school students, see who can make the best design for a conference that they have. They were planning on having in September. So the prize was I'm able to. So the prize was $500, and I'm able to present it at the conference. But now they have to do it over like Zoom meetings or something like that because of Corona. So
well, I think everything's taking place. So I think the next big Christmas movie on Hallmark is gonna be like at Christmas time. There's a virus, and a candle maker goes into the wrong Zoom meeting with like some big corporate guy, and that's how they meet and go on dates and stuff like that. And then eventually they like at around Christmas time, I guess they choose to meet up in person or something or other. And that's going to be the next Hallmark Christmas movie.
Exactly.
Viral Christmas.
Yeah, viral Christmas.
the design I made, honestly,
I will bet 5 cents because I have 5 cents to spare. So
she's a big spender. This one.
5 cents.
Don't break the bank, Stephanie. Don't break the bank.
Already broken.
Not one penny.
Because you have your Figment piggy bank, and I know how much you love that thing.
I do. I love my Figment piggy bank. I also love my Castle piggy bank.
So they want me to make a video for this meeting to play, and they want me to talk about how I made the design. I don't have the original design on my Chromebook because I made it at school on their Mac computers. So I'm like, how do I explain it? I don't have Adobe Illustrator. I have the design. I can show like, yeah, I made a circle. I put text over it. I got inspiration from it from like the past few designs. I don't know. I'm gonna have to make it and like send it to them.
Just make it up.
Yeah, I'll have to improvise, I guess.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, Apple computers versus Windows computers. Apple computers are so expensive, but that's because they come with all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they have to be updated every 3 days.
Yeah.
But like my Windows computer I got was only like $200, and like it was the most basic computer ever.
But I just basically dropped that money I'm about to win getting a new phone. My mom has.
He got my old phone.
It's a hand-me-down. She got the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, but then she bought a new one, the 20 Ultra. So I'm like, she's like, anyone want it? It's on sale right now, $500 before I take it
Because that's
back.
what they were gonna give me for trade-in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, I have an S8 that's renewed and like a bad one from Amazon. I might as well get a newer phone that works a little better. It works fine. It works good. Battery life isn't too bad. Cameras are really good, so I'm like hoping to use it well. So I'm not really winning much money right now because of the prize or whatever. It's basically like I'm buying another phone or getting a new or that money back. I don't know.
the picture quality that you used it because you started the stream on the phone, so the picture quality was good.
Way
It just
better.
sucked that you guys were crossing the bridge, so
Yeah,
there wasn't
yeah.
there wasn't any Wi-Fi or
It
anything.
sucked.
So that's the only reason why your coverage wasn't the best. But I mean, it looked picture-wise, it looked awesome. So that's good.
Burn bridges.
Yeah, you guys were mentioning the editing software you have. What editing software was that again?
It's an app. I think it's available for both iPhone and Android, iOS and Android. It's called KindMaster. The free version, it's got all the features that you need to edit a vlog. It's kind of simple to use, easy and fast.
KINE.
Yeah, KINE Master. It does have a watermark.
Do they have a computer app?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think so. But you can if you have an iPhone, or if you have a Samsung, you can get an adapter to plug in a wireless mouse, or I think a wired mouse works fine. And it'll show like a little mouse cursor, and you can use it as if you're on a computer. So I think that's
because I don't mind editing. It's just like I like to be able to actually see what I'm doing on screen. When you're editing on the phone, it can be kind of hard.
Yeah.
Especially because my fingers are kind of long and lanky.
And mine are short and stubby.
Although you have an editor on yours, so
I have a photo editor. I can edit photos.
You have a photo editor.
That's not nearly as cool.
Whoa.
What are your guys' plans for the weekend?
Work. Well, for work for him.
Yeah, I work tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I have Monday and Tuesday off, but we're probably gonna do errands and more packing on Monday and or Tuesday. I work Wednesday, and then we have Hollywood Studios together on the 20th.
Are you guys moving
We're trying to get all of our laundry done before we move. So when we move, we don't have to do laundry first thing.
Yeah.
Although we are excited about our new apartments because they're much nicer. They're literally 10 minutes from Animal Kingdom Lodge in Animal Kingdom.
Huh.
So much closer to the parks, much more convenient.
You can't complain.
We actually have our own washer and dryer inside the new apartments. We don't here.
Oh.
We gotta
drop like $40 to $80 a month on laundry.
Oh wow.
I do like going to the laundromat, but
it's just more convenient to just go out into your living room, kitchen, what have you.
Laundry room.
Put your laundry in the washer and just leave it.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about going to the laundromat always.
It's different.
I don't know. I like it. It's peaceful.
Yes, Juanito. We are.
What? We are what?
Read what he said.
Okay, this is why I want to go out to California and go to Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm is
Because
great.
I can hang out with the adults and I can get wasted on stream, and it would be hilarious.
Knott's Berry Farm is great.
Have you guys been?
I have a long time ago, 2010. So
I have not.
10 years ago.
I do not have the financial means to get out there.
10 years ago, when I graduated high school, my grandmother, who I was living with, was like, "All right, you're graduating high school. What do you want to do?" I said, I want to go to Disneyland. I want to go out to Disneyland. I'd only been to Disneyland once at that point, but I really wanted to go. And because that's how I wanted to celebrate my graduation in the place where Walt Disney walked and talked to people and signed autographs, where his footsteps were. I wanted to be there to celebrate my high school graduation because that to me, I honestly never thought I would graduate. So we went out there and we spent a couple days in the Magic Kingdom. We spent a couple days over at California Adventure. And then my grandparents were like, oh, we're going to go to Knott's Berry Farm. So we went to Knott's Berry Farm and it was really cool. I'm not the biggest roller coaster fan, but to me it was really awesome because it was like, oh my gosh, this is Knott's Berry Farm. You know, they don't have this back east. It's really cool to see. And then we went to Santa Monica and we ate at Bubba Dumps. And it was just awesome. And then I think that was also the first time I ate at California Pizza Kitchen, which I was always surprised after that because I thought, you know, CPK was at like just in California. And then I come out to Florida and there's a California Pizza Kitchen. I'm like, what?
And now they're bankrupt.
Oh, they are? Because of Rona.
Because of Rona. Yep.
But I want to answer the Park Palace question. So we have not drank around the world. It's definitely a cool concept, but it is a lot more expensive than you think.
Oh, I bet.
There was a drink. He got a frozen margarita.
Yeah.
He got a frozen margarita in Mexico.
It was like $13 by itself.
And it was before tax. It was like $13 with like by itself. And then it
was it at least a decent size?
I mean, it was a decent size, but because I didn't drink it.
It was like a pint-sized cup.
It wasn't.
It's the kind of glass where if you go to a bar and you get a beer on tap, it was about that big of a glass.
Wow.
But yeah, like.
But they've also got like drinking in. I mean, obviously in Germany you can get beer, but the cups they give you are only so big. And they've got food and wine going on right now, the Food and Wine Festival.
And I think that's the kicker because the food stand where we bought that margarita is one of the permanent stands in Mexico.
Yeah.
So it was like a $14 drink. If I had gone to one of the food and wine stands, it probably would have only cost me $5-6. So if you are looking to drink around the world, I would do it from the festival booths and not the permanent ones because you'll probably save a lot more money.
Yeah. Probably. Also, I'm a nervous driver and I don't drink. Like I'll only ever drink anything in the comfort of my own home, and that's usually wine and like the Seagram's juice stuff that he's got, or like a Red's apple ale or an Angry Orchard. I don't drink that much. I have a very low tolerance for alcohol, so if he wants to drink in the parks, he's more than welcome to, but it's not for me. I'd rather enjoy the parks sober. I don't hate on anybody that does, but I'd rather enjoy them sober because it's really, really hot outside. Yeah. So
if there ever is a day where I successfully drink around the world, it'll probably be a slow process. It would probably be like an all day thing. So that way I'm not just consistently throwing back drinks.
And it would have to be a day where we've saved up a lot of money for him to do that. Because it is really expensive.
Because even at like $5 a drink, there are like well over 20 food and wine stands. So you're still looking at around over $100 because with the food and wine booths, you don't get the annual pass holder discount. You only get them at the permanent food stands. You don't get them at the food and wine stands.
Okay.
It's a third party or something.
And a lot of the permanent food stands right now, or a lot of the permanent food places right now are closed. My favorite restaurant is Nine Dragons in the Chinese Pavilion, and that's funny.
Funny.
Taste of these nuts.
Dude, come on, man. We are family-friendly channels here.
I used to work
he's beyond family-friendly.
And one of the parts they had were like giant plastic nuts. and somebody wrote on the back of the container D's over the nuts, and it was just somebody like, and they were in red permanent ink, and then somebody went up, crossed it out in black, but it still showed through. It was thank
That's
you.
hilarious.
Real quick, do you guys have a phone that can scan QR codes?
All phones should be able to, no?
Well,
Yeah, I think my phone can.
I had to download an app for it for my phone.
Everyone in chat, can you all scan this code for me?
So yes, Kittle, to answer your question, I am extremely ready. Juan Carlos is not going to go because he has to work. Like I said,
I don't know if that's gonna work, dude. You might have to go full screen on just your screens. That way we can.
Oh yeah, maybe not. Hold on, let me fix it.
And then I need to find out how to.
Parks
scan
Palette,
QR
what was
code.
your question? Oh, have you guys encountered anything crazy when you went live?
Not too much right now.
I think that's probably more for
Hmm.
Orlando, Mike, and Stephanie.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to
Not really. I mean,
The only crazy thing I really encountered was I wasn't live, but it was a day that I think it was the day that you were at Hollywood Studios and I was at Magic Kingdom.
mm-hmm.
I had my Figment pop figure with me because it's a pop figure that I got for my birthday.
Oh, how cute!
The original. Oops,
That's cool.
Little dragon.
It's the original little Figment pop.
Imagine what's it called again? The ride?
Journey into Imagination.
Yeah.
Now it's Journey into Imagination with Figment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can
the
tell you more
original
about-
had Figment and Dreamfinder, but
Yeah, if you guys want to see this one's Figment obsession, she sleeps with this every night.
I can't
It's a
blame her. I mean,
sleeping
Figment's a cool
cow.
character.
That's cute.
And when I got it, I carried it around with me all day. I literally just walked around with it on my shoulder, and then I had my backpack, and I had it like right there. And it was just like
Although I know
Justin Scarred. Oh my gosh, I
Why,
love
Bernie?
Justin Scarred. I love
Why,
Justin Scarred.
this one is obsessed with Justin Scar. She has told me if she ever meets him,
I will die.
she can die right there.
I will die happy.
Oh yeah.
No, Carlos mentions him every single time he can.
And
I'm like, dude, get over it already.
I like him, but I don't like him to where I have to mention him every 2 seconds.
I would love to meet him. I bought the R for Adventure hat, and if I ever meet him, I'm gonna have him sign it, and then I'm gonna go die in a corner. He was
and then I'm gonna have to give her mouth to mouth to revive her.
He was the first live stream, or he was the first vlogger I actually started watching.
I
Because
think he's the first Disney-based vlogger I've seen. Before I saw like anyone else.
Yeah. I think the first Disneyland vloggers that I came across was Fresh Baked.
That and Justin, yeah, and maybe Adam.
Oh yeah, like I love Fresh Baked. I still love Fresh Baked. That whole crew over there.
Ian. We met Ian at Disneyland.
Oh, I wanted to meet Ian for the longest time, but my favorite member of Fresh Baked, she isn't with Fresh Baked anymore, but Sarah. Sarah was my favorite of the Muffin crew.
Yeah. And then we met.
Hold on. Carlos, get to work. Get off chat.
No, not that one. This one.
But yeah, I heard that that
Oswald is a good one to be obsessed with, especially if you like the Disney paint games and all that. And if you are huge into Disney history, Oswald is a really good one to be obsessed with, and it's really good that Disney got the rights to it again.
It's like tough to find merch for him.
It's if you're into like the epic Mickey games, I think that's where you can find him the most. But you'd have to search far and wide and deep into eBay to be able to find merch for Oswald. They did reacquire the rights to him though, which is really awesome.
Yeah, because I know sometimes he makes meet and greet appearances out in Disneyland.
Yeah, and at California Adventures, And I think the both times that he was supposed to be out, Carlos like ran to go try to take a picture and meet him,
And never found
and
him.
he never found him. He wasn't there. He was so
he's a
fun.
very. I mean, it would be like it'd be like seeing like Quasimodo or or Milo Thatch at the parks. Is very difficult to find them because they never. I mean, they don't come out.
What's his name from Treasure Planet?
Jim Hawkins.
Jim
You
Hawkins.
don't see Jim Hawkins anywhere. You don't see Treasure Planet stuff anywhere. There's like just all of these great movies that they're just not capitalizing on that they could.
Yeah.
But I think that's because it's like you've made this comment before. They didn't do well at the box office.
Yeah.
That's the reason why.
The movies have a cult-like following now. So if you're into those movies and you follow like the meme pages on Facebook, one of the guys who does the writing or who did the writing for the movies, Tab Murphy, he's on those pages, so he'll like answer any and all questions you have about those movies, and it's so cool because they have such a small fan base.
Yeah, and it's
but we are so loyal.
But yeah, it's nothing to do with their cult following. It's just the fact that the movie's either semi or majorly bombed at the box office.
Yeah. Definitely. I agree with that.
I just want to go back to the earlier comment that Fernie made. Fresh Baked is just David and his wife now.
Yeah.
So there's no more Sarah, no more Ian. I think it's just them.
So we wouldn't know about. You remember Stanley, the fire truck driver?
I think so. Yeah, he's the fire truck driver out in Disneyland, right?
Yeah, we met him. I think before he did he retire? Because I think he retired. I don't see him in.
I don't know, but I think he was pretty popular on Fresh Baked. Like anytime they saw him driving the fire engine, they'd always go up to him.
Yeah, we met him because of Fresh Baked, and then we met Maynard because of Fresh Baked. And then later on, Fernie met him.
I know that name. He's a big Disneyland cast member. I think he's like one of the original Disneyland cast members who's still working there to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maynard's a really fun cast member at Disneyland. If you ever meet him, say hi, and he'll like talk to you for the longest time.
Doesn't he act like he has
He acts like he has an
cast member who was still working at Disneyland from opening day to be an opening day cast member who actually got to see Walt walking down Main Street.
That to me would just I cried the first time I ever went to Disneyland. I stood outside the gates of the Magic Kingdom and I ugly cried. We're talking tears streaming down my face. We're talking snot bubbles. I was hiccuping. It was terrible. And I just because I felt I'm a slightly spiritual person, so I kind of felt Walt there with me, and I was like, oh my God, I may never get to do this again in my entire life. And it just
and also, like if you're familiar with a lot of the Disneyland photos, like with him walking through the archway of the castle on the bridge, or like with him standing anywhere, if you find those locations and stand there, it's like you feel Walt there.
Yeah.
Or like when you stand outside the firehouse with the lamp to his apartment.
Oh, wait till you go. Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna cry.
You got to come out to Cali.
Yep.
Hey, if you're offering room and board, I'm down.
Come on down.
Well, up and down.
Well, then I guess one day we'll have to take the trip down Route 66 and then go to Disneyland.
I'm gonna have to sell a kidney. I'm gonna have to sell a kidney, but I'll figure it out.
I'm gonna have to sell probably like
what?
An eyeball. I'll sell a kidney.
I'm probably gonna have to sell like a couple hundred shirts, couple hundred water bottles, few hundred face masks.
My lungs won't get so much.
We'll see you in a few years then.
Once I get another like 400 to 600 subscribers under my belt.
There you go.
And once this pandemic is over and everyone can travel safely.
I know, I saw that.
Fernie, Carlos and I share the same room. It's a small room.
Like, parks, like it's really hard to connect with people because everyone tries to like move around one another.
Yeah.
So
and I think
people aren't really as susceptible to just walking up to me and be like, "Oh, hey, are you a YouTuber?"
And I think your first time in the parks, like your first time at Disneyland, you shouldn't be the one holding the stream. I should be the one holding
to
the stream.
record my reactions.
To record your reactions.
Aw.
Yeah, and you take it in. Yeah.
When you look at the Haunted Mansion for the first time from the outside with your own eyes.
Oh yeah, because, like,
I want to get that shot.
I mean, like, 'cause, like, I've seen that architecture, and I love that New Orleans style architecture.
Oh, you're gonna
Like,
love New Orleans Square.
Well, yeah, because like I love the design process of like having the mansion look all pristine and clean from the inside, but then leave the inside to the ghost.
Well, that was Walt's thing. Was like, we'll clean up the outside and
we'll leave the inside to the ghosts.
We'll leave the inside to the ghosts, and that I've seen so many documentaries.
And that was also like the same with Pirates of the Caribbean and.
Oh, love that ride, my favorite.
But yes, I want to go on the Disneyland Pirates of the Caribbean so bad because that's almost twice as long as the one we have here.
Oh, you'd love it.
Oh, really?
And like it has that whole entire like opening cavern scene where you go past the pirate who turns from skeleton to human.
Oh, that one's
fire laying in the bed in the treasure room.
Oh, you'd love it.
There's a lot of history in the ride, so it's like I know it all almost, but it's like you'd have to sit down for like an hour.
Yeah, because like I watched Prop Culture on Disney Plus, and I watched the Pirates of the Caribbean episode, and I remember when they said when they were taking the stone chest from the first movie and putting it in the Disneyland Pirates.
Yeah,
they removed the false bottom, but they found one of the screen-used coins.
Yeah, with blood on it. Yeah.
With the fake blood on it in the bottom of the chest. So there's a good chance that coin was either touched by
Barbosa or Will or Johnny
I was
or
gonna
Elizabeth.
I was gonna say by either Keira Knightley, Orlando Bloom, or Johnny Depp, because they were the ones who actually cut their hands on screen.
And most likely Jeffrey Rush, because Jeffrey Rush was at one point holding the necklace all 3 times. It's just like I've been to Disneyland, so I know how great it is. I would love to go back. I want to get a picture with Jimberly, which is the statue of the Native American that Justin Scott always gets his picture with.
But see, brings up a good comment, and you love that smell of the burning village in Pirates. You love that smell.
I like the smell of the water, and I like the smell. I'm huge into Disney smells.
So real quick,
the water of the smell of the burning village, which if anyone has been to, and I love Johnny Depp, but if anyone has been to the Spaceship Earth ride in Epcot, the smell of Rome burning is just like the smell of, or almost similar to the smell of the burning village. I love that. That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, although we also discovered this recently. In the Soarin' that we have out here at Epcot, when you're flying over I think it's the Caribbean islands.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the Caribbean, the smell that you smell that's coming off the ocean is the same smells.
It's the same smell that you smell in
Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage.
When you're flying over the ocean.
When you get that like oceany smell, that not like a clean laundry smell, but like
the ocean mist.
Like a crisp ocean mist smell, And it just I love Disney scents. And yes, thank the Phoenicians always. Because the Phoenicians are great. But yeah, just all the Disney smells, and the one thing I love about the Magic Kingdom in Disneyland that I sort of wish they could do better here is Fantasmic. I love y'all's version of Fantasmic. I wish we had something a bit more like that here.
And see, that's what I've been saying all this time too. Now, I'm not saying they should change any of the plot line to our Fantasmic because I love the plot line and how it flows here. But I just think we need some upgrades.
We need a pirate ship.
I don't know the difference between your guys's and ours. I haven't watched your guys's yet. I have to watch it, but the only differences I know is between the fact that it's in Hollywood Studios and it's like its own private little stage with like the
So when you're in Hollywood Studios, you go down Sunset Boulevard towards Tower of Terror. Before you go down the pathway that leads to Tower of Terror, there's a pathway that branches off to the Theater of the Stars or the Hollywood Hills. The Hollywood Hills is where our Phantasmic is.
Yeah,
Problem is,
it's in its own little amphitheater.
problem is it's so small. There's only room for one ship, the Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the difference between that is it's not like the Mark Twain. I'm used to the Mark Twain instead of it looking like a
Mark Twain is like a street-level.
Well,
it's like our Liberty Bell.
Yeah, the Mark Twain for you guys is like the Liberty Bell for us. And side note, I love the Davy Crockett canoes. I think the Davy Crockett canoes are fantastic. I wish we had that, and I wish our Tumblr's Island was updated to sort of a more pirate theme.
That's a workout.
We
The
did
canoes are a workout.
We did the canoes. It was hot and tiring.
Yeah, we did it for the first time ever. The last time we went, was it last year?
I think so.
With Juan, and that was whew.
So Josh was supposed to join us, Midlife Vibes. He was supposed to join us, but he got confused, and we were already like halfway in line, and he just kind of like went back with like everyone else, and Becky and Brittany from the Yaya Chronicles was like, "What are you doing? You guys you're supposed to go with them." He's like, "Yeah, I don't know."
But yeah, it's like, so with our Phantasmic, like, I think they do have the room backstage that they could expand it if they so chose.
They could definitely do better with the Maleficent Dragon. I love y'all's Maleficent Dragon.
Yeah. Okay. Started on that dragon.
Y'all's Maleficent Dragon is amazing. Super detailed, super just fantastic. And I think it's because we get to see yours up close more versus ours. You're further away, so you don't notice all the details.
Even still, the recently updated dragon, it's the full neck. So you see the entire neck and going into the belly, and the front feet are holding onto
the spire.
And then the wings.
And then the wings are good too. But now the problem with our dragon is that it's primarily only the head and the wings just like stick out to the side, and they're a thin material. But if you look closely enough,
you can see the mechanics of it.
You can see the mechanics of the neck that hold up the head. And granted, they're covered with like
the mesh and the fabric and stuff, but it's not the same.
If it moves just right and the light catches it, you can totally see it. And it, for me, after seeing it for so long, it kind of takes away from the magic. Obviously, for first-time people, it's like, oh wow, this is amazing. But when you're a long-time viewer like me and Stephanie, it kind of takes away from it.
So for me, with
Phantasmic, also, like your guys' upgrades too, the projectors and the lights and the audio and the fountains. Oh, that's what we do. Usually you guys have the fountains that go up in the air, but they also sway and they move. And
that's what they use for World of Color.
World of Color. I think I saw that the year that it came out. I think I saw that the night it debuted too. Me and my sister got to see that together. And I just remember being in total amazement of all of it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the coolest thing ever. And I loved World of Color. And oh my gosh, wait till you get to see World of Color. I think the last video I saw of it on YouTube, Neil Patrick Harris was narrating it. And I don't know if that was like just an anniversary thing.
No, so that was for the anniversary, I think. It was something like Walt's birthday or something like that, because they had Mickey as well. I don't remember entirely.
I thought that was so cool, and World of Color was amazing. And I think the only thing, if I could bring anything from Disney over to at least the Phantasmic show, I would bring like some benches to put in that area, or just like some seating for that area, because sitting on the ground is not bad. But I was there with my grandmother, and she was in her like mid-60s, so she had a bit of a hard time. And then if we wanted to sit on the wall, we had to sit there for like 3 hours, so nobody else would take the spot.
Yeah, so the thing I do complain about for Phantasmic for us is like the seating stuff. So they do have fast pass areas, but that's like towards the front of the river, and it's like only a small section for like a few people. But then there is a good spot, which is on top of, there's a bridge going over the entrance to Pirates of the Caribbean that we stand on, and it's the best viewing spot. You get the whole show. You can even see. So there's three viewing areas. There's one in the middle where you can see the island dead center, and then there's two to the side where there's like projections from the like water projections that you can see. So there's,
Yeah, and that's how it is with our amphitheater too.
yeah, so it's way better. You can see both. You can see all three viewing areas, but it's way better in the center on top of the bridge. So if you guys were to ever go, look for the bridge on top of Pirates of the Caribbean in New Orleans Square. Stand like wait on top. There's 2 showtimes for Fantasmic. I recommend going right after. So usually they have one showing of the fireworks show, correct? I think it's like there's 9 o'clock and then there's 10 o'clock something for Fantasmic. You have to go the second showing, which is way better, even though there's more people. I think the experience we had for us.
Why is it better?
I don't know, because like after the fireworks show, people leave and stuff like that. I don't know. I found it better for us because then it's like right after the fireworks show. Because when we went, it was during Pixar Fest, which was 2 years ago, I believe, or last year. I don't remember. We were watching the Together Forever fireworks show, and we had to leave a little early to get the spots for Fantasmic. So we were watching we were leaving during the show, and the good thing about that is they play the show on Rivers of America and Small World. You can watch the show from 3 different locations instead of watching it from the castle. So we went from the castle to New Orleans Square, and we were still able to watch the show while walking through Frontierland and all that stuff. But on top of Pirates of the Caribbean, it's a really good spot if you can't get a fast pass. They don't tell anyone to leave because they have a little. So they split the bridge.
It's roped off.
They rope off the bridge half and half. The first half facing the river is viewing spots, and then the second half is like pedestrians and stuff, like walking through or whatever. Because if you sit like down below, there's going to be cast members saying, "Hey, this isn't a seating area. You guys got to go find another spot to sit." So yeah, you on top of the bridge is a really good spot to sit at, or if you can get a fast pass at the beginning of the day. They have 2 carts for fast passes. Hi Rachel, you can get that, and it won't affect fast passes you get later on in the day. Whew, I'm almost out of breath. I didn't want to stop.
I actually have a question about the fast passes, because last time I was there, the fast pass ticket system was the same one they had at Disney. But now Disney updated their systems with the Magic Bands. Do you guys know when y'all are going to be getting the Magic Band or the fast pass system that Disney World has?
I don't think they're gonna have. I don't think they plan on having Magic Bands anytime soon. I think they're sticking with fast passes because they're now doing it from the phone. You're able to scan your ticket and get fast passes from your phone if you have Max Pass, or I think even regular fast pass.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think they've said before we're not planning on doing Magic Bands because it's like they have to like legit install all the software and all that stuff that Magic Kingdom already had at the beginning, because they have kiosks all over the park just to get the paper tickets, which is honestly
I would love to keep.
Night. See, I remember coming to Disney and getting the paper tickets. Like I remember coming to our theme parks and getting the paper tickets. And I mean, I don't have them anymore, but like people sell them on eBay now, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
So you remember how it used to be?
The price of our selling for is outrageous.
Well, no, the paper tickets for the fast passes, you used to just be able. They were included with your theme park pass.
But it's like the eBay sellers that try and sell them to turn a quick buck.
The eBay sellers are losing their minds with that.
For the Magic Band, yeah. So real quick, the way fast passes used to work, you insert your ticket to the kiosk, it'll give you a little ticket. You give that fast pass to the cast member. But now it's you scan your ticket into the app, and whenever you get a fast pass, it'll be on your app on your phone, and it'll give you like a receipt that you don't give to the cast member. You scan your phone into the there's like a little barcode scanner that you scan and it'll check you in. I think it's so it's much easier, but I think magic bands aren't like going to be a thing anytime soon.
Yeah, so just to finish on my comment though about Phantasmic, it's like
sorry.
the only major things I think we need here to have done in Disney World are upgrades to the water jets, the mist screens, the projectors, the lighting, the dragon, and we need more Mickey audio. Because I don't think Mickey doesn't speak. The only time he speaks is when the projectors are going and he like goes down the drain and then he's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
No, he speaks a couple times. He's like, "Oh look, a magic lamp. Maybe if I just rub it and wish."
Oh yeah, and
there's a couple
he speaks
different.
then.
There's a couple different times
And
in
then-
our show where Mickey talks.
And then obviously at the end when he says, "Some imagination, huh?"
Mm-hmm.
And then disappears. And they have that there in Disneyland too.
You have to see my voice impression video. I did all the talking bits from Mickey on in Phantasmic.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But yeah, with Disneyland, when they updated it, they gave Mickey more expression audio. It's like during the opening sequence of Phantasmic when he's conducting and making everything come to life.
So I think the reason, part of
He's
the
like,
reason,
whoa, wow, and he's like more expressive.
Sorry, you were saying
no,
something?
it's fine. So I think more part of the reason why they updated Phantasmic to like they added more and took out some is because they were working on it as Galaxy's Edge was being constructed. So it's different for you guys because Galaxy's Edge is in a different part, is like across a part of Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually worked on the like half of the Rivers of America, and that affected Phantasmic. So they had to stop the show for like a while, and they were probably like, you know what, we'll probably like update the show. So they worked on that while they were working on Galaxy's Edge as well. So I think that's
because they had to close off part of the river because they had to redirect the railroad.
Mm-hmm.
Because it used to go further back into Galaxy's Edge, but then they had to move it up.
Yeah.
But also, there's a storage area, I think, underneath the railroad where the princess rafts go when they're not being used for Phantasmic. And I actually think I saw a video of this once. Someone was vlogging at Disneyland, and I forget who uploaded the video, but when Phantasmic was going on, they were waiting like off to the side, and they could see the floats pulling up through the dark.
Huh.
And like Belle and Beast and Flynn and Rapunzel
Like
were waving at them.
I just love that you guys have like a more updated version of that show, and I do love the
Yeah, because we still have Snow
I
White.
do love the World of Color, because I think the World of Color is great. I think the music for that is fantastic. The everything, the fountains, the lights, just I love it. I think if we brought that to Epcot, it would be a lot better than the show that they have there now.
Although, let's be honest, I think Harmonious is going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, Harmonious.
And also, let's be honest, we have Happily Ever After.
We do have Happily Ever After, and I like Happily Ever After. But there was, I'm not sure if it's still there because I know you guys change your fireworks shows often, or every few years or so. There was a fireworks show that was going on when I went down, or when I went out there in, I want to say 2010 when I graduated high school.
I think it was Remember Dreams Come True.
I don't remember what it was called, but I know that at one point, not only did Tinkerbell fly out from the castle, Dumbo.
Remember Dreams Come True. Oh, Dumbo.
Yeah, Dumbo flew out. and then Dumbo flew out and then like spun around and like flew back into the castle.
Oh, that's kind of like what they do with Zero now at Disneyland during the Halloween Castle show. Zero will fly out over the castle and then it will fly back.
So they make that possible. They make that possible at Disneyland because of Matterhorn. They have a zip line connected to Matterhorn, like all the way going to like, I don't know, New Orleans Square or something. Backstage.
And that's kind of similar to how Tink flies for us during Happily Ever After. She starts at the top of the castle and she flies.
Although sometimes it's a dude.
That's funny. I've seen that.
Secret for you. So most times it's a
most of the
shorter
time
man.
It's a guy because they've got to have some sort of like, and it's a contracted position. It's not a position you can try out for. It's not a position
Well,
you
yeah,
can
it's
walk
like,
in and say, hey, I'm good at zip lining. I really enjoy it and I'd like to do this. No, it is a contracted position. They get paid several $1,000s a flight, which means
it's a dangerous thing.
You'd only have to fly like
20 seconds.
22. You'd only have to fly like 2 times a month, or maybe 4 times a month, and your bills would be covered. So,
wow.
Well, let's be honest. If I had that job, I would fly every freaking day.
Oh my God, you would be. You're the right build for it too. You could do it. No, you're not, because you got to be a certain height to be Tink. You got to be able to be seen, so you can't be like a 4'3" dude.
You can't be like the Tink in the meet and greet.
No, you can't. You can't be Tink in the meet and greet. You got to be bigger, and you got to have no fear of flying, because you'd be doing it a lot.
Yeah, it's so cool because she flies from the top of the castle and she zip lines down and she ends up on the roof of one of the buildings in Tomorrowland. I think it's like, is it Tomorrowland Terrace?
Yeah, it's that. It's the Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
It's where they have. It's above that area where they have one of the dessert parties.
The Happily Ever After dessert party. So when you do the Happily Ever dessert party here, or when they had it before all of this nonsense happened, the wire would literally go right over the area where you sit. So Tink would fly. She
over
would be
your
like,
head.
She would be literally like 20 feet above you.
Wow.
Oh.
And I mean, it's awesome.
And it always garners a big cheer when you hear the "You can fly, you can fly, you can fly," and it appears in the sky.
Watched.
She waves her wand and kicks off the finale.
I watched Happily Ever After like on YouTube, but I want to. So I've listened to that soundtrack so many times that I want to go to. I want to go to. We've never been to Disney World ever, and I want to go soon before they take away Happily Ever After, because I really like that show. That's like the one show.
I don't think they're going to be taking away Happily Ever After for a while.
But it's going to be a while.
Due to its popularity.
Yeah.
But it is going to be a while before it comes back.
But now the 50th anniversary is coming up, so you have to wonder if they're going to temporarily hold off Happily Ever After to do some special show.
Yeah.
For the 50th.
I mean, they might, but due to the popularity of Happily Ever After, now that they know they have the technology to do those kinds of projections, in the future they could just, I mean, and I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying that Happily Ever After is bad, because it is great.
It's really
just
good.
Imagine what they could do in the future with that technology. Although there is one thing that you guys have that we don't, and y'all have a parade written by someone who I absolutely love and cherish and follow on just about all my social media. And that guy is Roderick Hall.
I'm trying to think.
So you guys either have a parade or you're going to have a parade that was at least partially written by Todrick Hall. And I love him. He's great.
I remember that name. I'm trying to think. What is it?
He works with he's a drag queen, but he works with like RuPaul a lot, and he does like he's got a lot of like really big YouTube things, and he's big, and he's sort of big in the LGBT community.
Well, babe, did you want to answer Fernie's question right there? What's my favorite ride at Walt Disney World?
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, let's break it down into the 4 parts. So start with Magic Kingdom.
Magic
Haunted Mansion.
Kingdom. The ride he always has to go on before he starts the stream.
And this is a tie. Remind you, there were 2.
It is a tie between the Little Mermaid ride that they have there.
Underwater.
Yep, the underwater adventure, and the Haunted Mansion.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay,
Paul Frees.
y'all probably know. Let me finish this list, and then we'll let him do his thing because he does the thing. It's really funny.
I do a thing.
So in Hollywood Studios, I want to say his favorite ride is Rise of the Resistance.
Mm-hmm. But now, what's my favorite show at Hollywood Studios?
But your favorite show is either the Beauty and the Beast show or the Little Mermaid or the Little Mermaid Voyage of the Little Mermaid show, which I think they're getting rid of.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to actually correct you on that. My favorite show at Hollywood Studios
is
Little Mermaid.
It's the Indiana Jones stunt
epic
show.
stunt spectacular.
And you heard the Indiana Jones ride.
Yeah. I really like it, but they didn't like it before until we went last year, and they're like, "Oh my god, we really love this ride." My dad
I've been on the Indiana Jones ride. I went on it once, and then I went on the dinosaurs ride here, and I felt like they were sort of the same. Except y'all have Indiana Jones, and we just have
dinosaurs.
Dr. Grant Seeker and Felicia Rashad. I mean, I love Felicia Rashad, but.
Oh my gosh. Fernie, get out of here, man.
What are you trying to see?
2 more parts you can do. He can do the thing. But for Animal Kingdom, his favorite ride it's not the safari, but the safari comes in second. His favorite ride is Flight of Passage. He loves Flight of Passage.
What's my second?
That's your second?
No, what's my second?
Your second is
Navi River.
It's not the Navi River journey, is it?
Expedition Everest.
Oh, yeah, sorry. He does love Everest. And then his favorite ride in Epcot is Mission Space or Soarin'.
Well, that's in Future World. What's my favorite ride?
Oh, God, and World Showcase, you like that dumb Frozen ride.
No. Grand Fiesta.
Oh, Grand Fiesta.
Grand Fiesta Tour for the win.
Okay, so here's the thing he likes to do. So if y'all want to make him bigger, he does a thing.
Yeah, if you guys want to focus on me. And you two are probably going to, you two and everyone watching, close your eyes for this.
Oh, Lord.
Because you're really going to be immersed in this. Hold on. And I got to get closer to the camera.
Go ahead.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. I am your host, your ghost host.
That's the thing. That's the thing that he does all the time.
Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination?
Okay, people want to get rid of the hanging scene. Have you heard about
Are
that?
you kidding me? That's like one of the most iconic parts of the Haunted Mansion is the stretching room.
The stretching room is good. The hanging. Now, see, I like it because it sort of gives you insight as to what happened. But if you don't look up, then you don't notice. And if you don't notice, then there's nothing to complain about.
Okay, Fernie, how much have you been drinking tonight, my friend?
So wait, real quick.
I think he's getting a little beyond family friendly here.
So real quick,
Welcome back, Iko.
Hi, Dad. So I feel like people are bored and they're finding things to complain about, argue about for Disneyland. So rant time. For Splash Mountain.
In all honesty, they shouldn't complain because you guys get the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay for your mansion.
I mean, we get it too.
No, we don't.
We don't?
Disney World doesn't get the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. Only Disneyland.
It's been a while because every time I've gone, well, I haven't been during Halloween. And I've very rarely been during Christmas. So
Our mansion does not change.
that's okay because the mansion that I really want to see is in Paris.
Phantom Manor.
Phantom
It
Manor.
was closed when we
I like
went.
that
I
one
was
because it seems a lot. Because it seems a lot darker than our mansions here in the U.S. It seems a lot darker and more menacing, and the
Yes.
storyline is a lot darker too.
Yeah, like they've got Melanie and she's singing throughout the ride, and I have watched videos on that ride so often. And but it just, that's one thing I wish I could bring over at least for a few minutes. Just to ride that and experience that.
Honestly, I want the specter or the ghost from Phantom Manor to invade our mansion for just one day.
I think that would be so cool.
Although, also, I want the Hatbox Ghost.
You guys have the Hatbox Ghost.
I want the Hatbox Ghost here at our mansion.
Oh yeah.
So Justin Scard
Hi, Sammy G.
covered a video. Hi, Sammy G.
Welcome.
What it do? So Justin Scard covered this. He said that they, instead of taking him or installing him into the ride, they just did like a thing, or how they take pictures on your ride. They just put like a little Hatbox Ghost hovering over your dune buggy.
Hey AJ.
Yeah, we actually I'll see if I can find it. We have a Hatbox Ghost
Magic shot, actually.
Magic shot on ours, but we don't actually have the Hatbox Ghost. Which is kind of sad.
I mean, it's a slightly cool way to make up for it, but it's still not the same as actually seeing him. Yeah, here. I remember Amy posted a photo.
There's our picture.
Yeah, so that's above our dune buggy, and then you have two of the. I think you have two of the hitchhiking ghosts underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then in that picture, Mike wanted to do a funny shot, so I look like I'm killing it.
But see now, during our Halloween parties, they have a special magic shot from Haunted Mansion, where when you go on the ride, they take this magic shot of you. This is my friend Amy, and they have your head inside his hat box.
That's cool.
And I know you can't really see the background, but it's the stairway scene with all the upside down and sideways staircases.
The Escher, the Escher staircase.
I don't think we have that.
That was going to be like an MC Escher thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have that scene here. I think that's just you guys.
Yeah, when we got a new overhaul for ours, everybody was terrified, but then they just made it better. They updated the bride and gave her more of a personality.
Mm-hmm. They updated her projections.
Yeah, they updated her projections. They updated the Madame Leota projections. They made her ball float, I think. Her ball float?
I think so.
Yeah, everybody was terrified because every time they've updated a Disney ride, people have like, oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible. One thing I wish we had that you have is, now he's probably going to hate on this. I like It's a Small World. I love y'all's It's a Small World because you guys have the character dolls from the movies. So when you're going,
they're adding more and more.
Alice, you have Peter, you have Tink, you have you have Mary Poppins. Y'all have.
When you go through Polynesia, they have Moana.
Yeah,
you guys have Lilo and Stitch.
You guys have Lilo and Stitch. You guys have. When you're going past France, you see Belle. When you're going through the China, you see Mulan, and you guys.
They're adding more and more now.
I'm not gonna lie, that exterior queue though.
That exterior queue is awesome. I once saw Guy Fieri in that exterior queue.
So
really?
Did you guys watch the Imagineering story on Disney Plus?
I need to catch up on it.
Not yet.
You guys have to watch the entire series. It's so cool. They cover all the Disney parks, all the history, everything.
It is really cool.
They talk about Small World and how they got the inspiration or who made the design for the exterior queue.
Although it's like the thing with our Small World is that before I met Stephanie, I would never go on that ride. The dolls are creepy. The song gets stuck in your head all day long.
Real quick, That song is the most played. It plays 16 hours a day, nonstop.
But literally, it's like every time Stephanie and I go to Magic Kingdom, I know she likes Small World, so to make her happy, I go on it with her.
Yeah, we gotta start heading out. It's about to be 2 hours, and we always call it at 2 hours. And I gotta go shower.
It's midnight here, so
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised you guys.
Episodes of the same story.
Yeah. I actually did have one more question for you guys.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, a lot of thrill seekers are really upset about this. How do you guys feel about the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror being changed into the Guardians of the Galaxy?
So my last time I rode it, we were 12, and this was
Wow.
I remember we were 12, and we're like, we were kind of scared, but we're like kind of. So we went on it on our own. The first time we ever went on it,
Wasn't it the three of you guys?
We've only been on it twice. The first time. This was before AJ. AJ was not even born. It was all of us, and the first time we were scared. I think we were 8. I don't know. And I was like, our hands were like shaking and everything after we got off because we were kids. We didn't know.
Yeah, Carla, I want to ask you, when they first rode it, did any of the boys either cry, pee, or puke on themselves?
No.
We were like this.
Oh, come on, it always makes it funnier.
The first time I went on ours, I was literally like I was clutching my grandfather's arm so hard it turned purple. And I was green. Okay. And I was well past 5th grade at this point. I do not like drop rides. I love the Twilight Zone. Ours is still the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and I love the Twilight Zone. I have the entire series on DVD. It is one of my favorite things to watch during a stormy day. I just love it.
We also own the movie.
We also have the movie with Kirsten Dunst and Steven Guttenberg. But
Very underrated.
But I know that like you guys had it out there and then they changed it, and I don't get to talk to a lot of people about this. So I've
only ridden it once when it was the Tower of Terror. I've never gone on it now that they changed it from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
My dad really likes it though. We really like the new retheming for it. It's more simple. It just goes up and down, unlike Tower of Terror where you like back up a room, go up an elevator, go through another room, and then you start the ride. So it's simple now. It's just up and down, but like I really like it since it's like they have a lot of funny stuff in it. My dad was laughing the entire time. I was like this the entire time. You can see my picture. I'm like this because I felt like my stomach was like messing up. I felt like I was gonna puke.
Mm-hmm. Well, like with Tower of Terror. Like with Tower of Terror, when you go up and down, it's very shaky. You're rickety, like you're in an old elevator. But I heard when they updated it to Guardians, the up and down is a lot smoother.
Very smooth. Yeah.
Now it's not as shaky and rickety.
Well, before you were supposed to be in an old elevator. Now it's you're going through the collector's collection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, I think in you guys's in the Guardians of the Galaxy Escape, you guys have a hidden figment somewhere in that ride.
In that queue?
It's in the queue.
Inside one of the boxes.
It's inside one of the collector's boxes. You can see one of the Figment animatronics.
Maybe, yeah. Devil, I think. Or I don't know. I don't remember which one.
Oh yeah, and then I think when you go into the room that was the boiler room of Tower of Terror in Guardians of the Galaxy, I think you can see one of the Yeti from Matterhorn bobsleds.
Oh man, I missed the Matterhorn bobsled.
You can see Harold. You can see Harold in the queue. It's very obvious when you get in line. Yeah, we've seen it.
I remember going on the Matterhorn. That was so cool. It was one of those classic rides that I love to go on, like Dumbo. I hate going on Dumbo here, but when I was in Disneyland, I was like, I have to ride Dumbo because Walt Disney wrote it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, oh, wait till you go.
Mm.
Oh, you're going to cry. You're going to cry so hard.
Now, like with me, I love the movie Saving Mr. Banks.
Pretty recent.
Oh.
So I want to find out what horse Tom Hanks sat on when he rode the carousel, and I want to sit on that horse.
You want to sit on Tom Hanks'
So-
horse?
I want to sit on that horse.
There's a horse with bells on it, and there's a little MP, an umbrella, and I think
Oh yeah, that's Julie Andrews' horse.
Julie Andrews, yeah.
From Mary
But I don't
Poppins.
know- You have to watch Saving Mr. Banks to know which horse Tom Hanks rode, but yeah. I think we're gonna have to continue our conversation about Disneyland, like maybe some other time, because AJ's gotta go to sleep, I gotta shower, I gotta eat. and put all this
Stay
stuff
with us,
away.
dude. We're gonna cram in a couple episodes of Imagineering Story.
Yeah,
Nice. Catch up on it.
that's your
That'll be
homework.
fun.
That's your homework.
Aye, aye, sir.
Bro, she and I haven't had homework in like 7 to 10 years.
Password?
Come on, man.
Even when I had homework, I didn't do it. So this homework I will do because this seems pretty cool. So this I'll do.
This is Disney related homework, so
Of course, that's why I'll do it.
this isn't homework.
Thank
This is
you
his
so
work.
much for coming on. We really, really appreciate your
Thank you
time.
guys for having
Thank you
us.
for having us.
sorry for
Anytime.
the rough start. We're gonna start having like rough schedules soon. We're gonna have to like
Hey, it's okay, man.
It is okay. We totally get it.
Yeah, make sure you guys get that video. Make sure you guys get that video out to me.
yeah. We gotta work on that. I think we'll work on that tomorrow morning, since we'll have like time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Orlando, Mike, and Stephanie for for joining, and letting us talk to you. And we'll have a video out soon. We don't know when, how soon, but have that notification bell on. If you're new here, smash the like button, and subscribe. I know we noticed we have a thumbs down, so that means we're doing good. But yeah,
Gotta love
you
those
guys.
trolls, man.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.